Moving on to the next stage here, which is interest. So I mentioned at some point you need to talk about yourself, right? And the caveat that I would say is we often talk too much about ourselves. I've already talked about that. And we try to often talk as much about ourselves in order to sell the prospect on wanting to buy from us. Even if it's not a one call close, we still want to build enough interest so that they want what we have. When the reality is that you just really need to build enough interest so that you can close on the next step of your sales process, which maybe having a meeting. If you meet someone at a networking event, maybe the next step in your sales process might be to pop in their office next week or to have coffee, right? So you just need to build enough interest so that you can close for that next step. So you could talk about your product or service. You might want to talk about the pain that you resolve specific to them. What I like doing, or what I think is good, is really focusing on the ROI that you have to offer, talking about how you're different from either your competition or different from them doing nothing, sharing a client story, painting a picture of a future state if they were to work with you, discussing the impacts of nothing of kind of the status quo. So again, back to this. One thing you could do is you could look at the value you offer, and then use that to try to create some building interest talk tracks. Like try to find some examples of where you've delivered that value in the past and what that means from an ROI standpoint.